Hello everybody, it's Lisa, Pink Glitter Scrapper, and I'm here today with the Spiegel Mom Scraps layout for you. It is going to be a sparkly, springy, and fun layout featuring the Make My Heart Sing sequin mix. I love the colors in that mix, it's absolutely beautiful. And we are also doing recycling this month. So I just showed you a piece of packaging from the back of one of my ephemera pieces, and I love the way it looks, so I'm going to be using that in my layout. And I encourage you guys to look around your scrapbook room and see what pretty packaging you have. Maybe it's the back of a ephemera pack, or maybe it's, something you've punched out and you're going to throw away. Look around and see what pretty stuff you have laying around that might wind up in the trash bin. I guarantee you can find something pretty and use it in a unique way. So for today's layout, I am going to create a fun and floral background with a bunch of sequins and some of the oldest stuff in my stash, which are those bottled flowers. But to begin, I am going to go ahead. I gutted out the middle of that black cardstock, which you saw me do already, and I'm going to use that to map my entire layout to make the bright, fun spring colors that I use really pop. And now I'm just trimming down the white cardstock that I'm going to use as the base of my entire layout. And then you can see the photo that I was using is super cute. I'm using some Jenny B blue and some cotton candy pink, as well as some black night moves to just add some splatters to my background to make them a little bit textured. It doesn't really add texture, but it adds dimension and some pops of color to the background. And you can see there the pretty colors that just helps add to the color scheme that I'm using. And there is the photo, which you can see where I got my theme from. Her bright, beautiful pink hat, the beautiful pink flowers she's checking out. I just absolutely had to use the color scheme straight from the photo today. This is my packaging. It is from I want to say Pretty Little Studio, some sort of piece that I got from one of their collections. And the back of the packaging, the packaging card was so pretty. It's got scripty words on it in different colors. It just is really cute. So that is what I am matting my photo on. It's going to be the main layer. It's mostly white with the black text words. I'm also going to go ahead and add a little pop of black with a matte behind that one, just a skinny one, to really help like I said, all the bright colors stand out. I think black is a really good color to use to make the bold colors that you're using, whether it's pastels or jewel tones or bright summery colors. It really makes them stand out a lot by adding something dark for them to really shine. So that's why I'm just going to add this little bit of black around my photo. And I'm using my Tonic personal trimmer. I love this thing to get really, really thin, slim mats around my photo. The other layer I'm using is this gorgeous bag that some of my design team stuff comes in. It's so pretty. It is pink and polka dots, and nothing screams spring to me more than pink and polka dots together. You think Easter dresses and Easter eggs with the polka dots, and this bright pink was just so cheery, I had to include it. The bag was a little bit too wide, and this is just a secret that I do. I trimmed down the bag, I sealed the side that I cut, and now it is the perfect size, and it really doesn't look cut at all. So I'm going to go ahead and glue my photo to the bag. The bag is also going to serve as a spot for my hidden journaling. You can see I have a manila tag right above where I'm working, and there's those really fun layers. I just like how that black added a little bit of something to there. Now I'm going to go ahead and start to bring stuff together. This is another layer, another textural element that I'm bringing in. This is a beautiful doily that just really made it have a little bit of a feminine touch to the sharp lines of the perfectly rectangular layers that I did behind my picture. And I'm going sliding my manila tag into its little home and adding a piece of twine to the hole. And I'm just going to let those tags, those ends of the trim hang down. I'm going to trim them down just so they're not so long, But that is going to be it for my photo layers. The next thing that I want to do is bring in the background and start kind of figuring out where I want everything stitched because I'm doing a lot of stitching. I took my paper to my sewing machine and I did some perfectly imperfect, wonky, loose stitched straight lines. They're not straight by any means, however, and they are going to be a feature focal point of my layout. In order to make sure I have enough room to work in, I'm going to go ahead and pop my photo up on some foam tape. And then I'm going to stick that down onto the layout. So that way I know exactly what areas I have to work in, where I can stick stuff, and I just want to make sure everything fits perfectly on this layout. So now that the photo is where it's going to be, I am going to bring in, like I said, floral little flowers in the jars. Everybody had them. Everybody went crazy for them. Everybody used them. I don't see them very much anymore, but I still had them in my stash just as decoration on a shelf. I think they're still pretty. But I wanted to make this layout reminiscent of the flowers in the photo. So I'm going to go ahead and just create, I was trying to loosely make the flower pot, the potted flowers. So I'm going to go ahead and just add some dots of glue along my stitched black lines using my tweezers, and I am going to lay these flowers into the glue dots along each of the black stitched lines. Now I'm going to show you a few of them here. I'm not going to make you watch all of them because there were a lot, but I felt really happy. I almost felt like this was recycling, where instead of throwing away these jars, getting rid of these flowers that nobody uses anymore, I got them onto a layout, and I believe these are from 2013 maybe. But the colors are still, as you can see, relevant, perfect for my photo. If I saw these in Michael's, I would probably pick them up today. So I went ahead, I added all of my flowers. I added sequins from the Make My Heart Sing mix all over. I also added in some Moonshine Delight just to add an iridescent clear sparkle. Now I'm going to turn my focus to my title, which is Ma Belle Fleur, which in French means my beautiful flower, which could be her looking at her beautiful flowers in my garden. She could be my beautiful flower. I just thought it was a really sweet title. And I love the French language. I think it's beautiful, not only to listen to or to speak, but also to look at. I really love the way that these words look on this page. They're not in English, but they just have such a really pretty look when they're written down or used with thickers. So there's my title. I'm going to create another floral cluster to the top right corner of my photo, and I'm going to sprinkle some of these flowers and sequins in around my title as well. And I hope you guys will get those bottles out if you still have them and use them on a page. They're still really pretty. They're still really flowery. So I know you all have them in your stash. Tell me I'm not the only one, please. So this is going to complete my layout today. I'm going to add the black mat to the bottom. I'm going to go stitch around with the same black thread all around the border. I'm going to add my hidden journaling to this tag. I will have links down below to everything I used today, still photos at the end, and I hope you guys have a fabulous day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye!